What made your jaw drop during a job interview? Thanks for the opportunity to tell this story. I get to brag about one of my best employees, and a great friend. I was hiring a replacement IT support person. The previous person was leaving due to medical reasons, but was just loved by the client. So, the replacement had big shoes to fill. At this point, I had interviewed 20 or more, all had failed. So, I was not looking forward to doing this again. I did my initial screening via phone. So, I called this next person. First, he was polite and professional, good strong voice, well-spoken, and very articulate. I asked the usual how would you resolve issues. His answers were great, well thought out. So, I moved to the technical questions. I normally ask about 10 to 15, easy to hard. Here's the first jaw drop. I went about 50 questions before he stumbled. He was rattling the answers off like a machine. I was having to think on my feet to ask some hard detailed questions. It was actually fun. I would have hired him right then. So, I was tied up with other things, and this was for an on-site position, but I wasn't going to be able to visit this site for a couple of weeks. So, I let the client manager interview him and make the decision, sight unseen by me. He went on-site, did the interview with a couple of managers in the office. I got a call 5 minutes after the interview. The on-site manager said, "I kind of screwed up." I offered him the job. I said, "Well, let's see how it goes." He started a week later. End of the first week I was getting unsolicited email from the client saying how great this guy is. Second week, more praise from even higher up the chain. The client vice president called me talking about this guy. I was floored. My boss got calls about this guy. We both decided we needed to go meet him. We dropped everything else. Now for the second jaw drop. He was 18. Just got out of high school months before. He had worked at a computer store part-time for 4 years. Yep, at 14. He's wearing a shirt and tie, not required. Was all yes, sir, no sir and just a great guy. The client staff all wanted to adopt him, and he worked his ass off. And was taking college classes at night. 23 years later, Andrew and I are still friends. Went to his wedding, to baby showers, etc. He just made IT director at a hospital. I am very proud of my high schooler. I got to meet his parents several times. They had a lot to be proud of. Can't say enough about him and the impression he made on me. Taught me to not judge, to give everyone a chance. He made me a better manager. He hasn't worked for me for 15 years, but he still calls me boss, and that makes me very happy.